when his face falls off. It's just amazing.
The Yoda that I built raised the X-Wing out of the forest.
And there's like a dragon on board.
Today is a really special day. We have been chatting with someone called Maley online who most of us have never heard of. However, I can guarantee every person who's watching this has seen his creations. Nick has been involved in some of the world's biggest movies in special effects and puppetry and animatronics and things like that. And he actually happens to live right here in St. Martin and has an exhibition that he runs here as well of all of his work and a kind of collection of special effects from around the world, from movies that have broken records, won Oscars, everything. We were chatting to him online and he said that he'll show us around. So we're gonna jump in the dinghy, head over and meet the legend and get to know a bit more about his craft.
We've seen some new faces on our channel recently, so hi to everybody if you're new here. I just wanted to explain a little bit about who we are and what it is that we're doing. So if you're here to watch sailing, then there definitely will be a bit of that. But we also love just exploring where we are and meeting some inspiring people in the places that we visit. So that's what we're doing today, coming to meet Nick. If you're here because you're really into movies and you want to see behind the scenes, then that's awesome. We're definitely going to have a real treat today, and we're going to have more interviews and more adventures as we go. So hit subscribe, join us on our journey, and come on board.
Here we are. This is That Yoda Guy's movie exhibit. Unfortunately, it is closed today, so we're going to have to do something different.
Yeah, we get to go in a secret entrance, and hopefully Nick is going to be in there waiting for us. Wow. Oh, this is cool. This is amazing. So these are all like actual casts of real people's faces. The whole process started off with people like Oliver Cromwell in the 1600s. That's his actual face. This one here is Abraham Lincoln. It was taken just 3 months before he was assassinated, and they've actually cast his real face. Again, 1700s, you've got George Washington, Benjamin Franklin. They all had these life casts made. And then here is this whole series of movie stars. If somebody's trying to make prosthetics for an actor to wear in a film, they would take a cast of their face, and then whenever they make the prosthetic, it's going to fit perfectly to the actor. And apparently, whoever makes the prosthetics gets to keep the life cast of their face as well. So you have like Muhammad Ali, Alfred Hitchcock, Kiefer Sutherland, Nicolas Cage from actual Face Off when his face falls off. It's just amazing.
So I'm absolutely loving seeing the passion that Nick has for his craft. One surely legendary movie, an actual mask from Planet of the Apes. So I remember watching documentaries on this and just how hard it was to get the movements of the ape face into the masks, and I can only imagine the time and skill and talent that takes. But I never thought I could get this close to something so iconic. Yeah, like go side by side for a second. I think I can see similarities.
I just came around the corner into this final little space, and this just sums up what this place is all about. There's a box with Yoda just lying in it, marked box 2 of 6, so there's clearly more. There's a whole bunch of signed photos around, and then just a whole littered shelf with awards. It just sums up what this place is about. It is full of stardom. It is full of behind-the-scenes little stories and nuggets that you just cannot get anywhere else. I am so grateful that we've been able to come here today. It's insane.
We've had such an amazing time looking around your exhibition. Thank you so much. I know you've opened specially for us and things as well.
Oh, you're welcome.
It's been mind-blowing. So we did introduce you at the start of the episode, but this is Nick. You can see his face now. We've seen all of his creations. This is the man behind the mask, I suppose I could say.
Yes, you can say that. I learnt stage makeup as a would-be performer as a kid, and that led me to being a makeup artist. So I went from teaching at Middlesex University to making movies. Suddenly, everything changed. I say never ever put yourself in a box. I don't call myself a makeup artist because that would stop me from being a storyboarder for animatronics. I say to people, you have an engineering degree, say you've got an engineering degree. Don't say you're an engineer because it'll stop you writing poetry. I've written 2 books. I'm working on my first novel right now. I'm writing music with a band in Idaho. Let your creativity run.
Absolutely incredible. I mean, we could talk forever. What I love, I've just realized a little analogy in my head here, which is Yoda is held around the world as being the wisdom, wise being that knew so many things, had learned so much. I hadn't realized how much of that comes from the creator who cast the face.
Well, I only made to put this in proper terms, all right? My boss, Stuart, was the mastermind behind the building of Yoda. He was the one who sculpted Yoda. It was his ideas of animatronics that we were seeing through on the first Star Wars movie. And if I hadn't worked with him, I wouldn't have learnt enough to be able to adapt what he was doing into the Yoda that I built that raised the X-Wing out of the forest.
There we go.
Yoda had some mechanical problems and they wanted a walking Yoda, so I built that for them. Then they wanted a radio-controlled Yoda, and I worked with 2 of the radio control guys to build that. And then they asked me if I could build a backup for the main puppet, which we called the backup Yoda, but was actually in 80-90% of the movie.
Oh my goodness.
So there were 2 versions.
I love how you face all those typical challenges of a tech team saying, okay, so now can we have it living, breathing, if it can swim and fly?
Right, yeah.
Just find another way to create.
Just find another way to do it. And, we had to do that with the radio control version because they discovered they couldn't put 4 puppeteers in a backpack.
I mean, you can try, but
yeah. They did, but the arms and legs kept sticking out.
Brilliant. And on that point, you also work in not just in an exhibition and all the movie work you've done, you've progressed that even further now here in St. Martin with the foundation. Which it's
called the Follow Your Star Foundation. For a long, long time, my catchphrase that I would write when I did autographs was Follow Your Star. I know it could have been May the Force be with you, but everybody else was writing that, right? Yeah. Follow Your Star was my way of saying to people, follow your dream, follow the star you set for yourself, not some other star that someone else thinks you ought to do. I have a fully functional puppet Yoda that I put together to try and uplift kids that are having a hard time, or even just kids at schools. I did a thing in Tulsa where we went to 300 kids in a school, and I talked to them about following their dreams and believing in themselves.
Thank you so much. We've taken up tons of your time. You've let us look around and take all this footage. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. May the Force be with you and expand your horizons always.
What an incredible guy. Not only did he open the doors for us to do a look around his exhibit on a day that he should really have been off, but he also sat down with us and did a full-on interview with us to tell us some of the things he's done in the past and some of the incredible things he continues to do for up-and-coming artists, for kids in hospitals. He's done so much amazing work. If you want to know more, get yourselves over to his website in the description. And if you're in Patreon, that interview in its entirety is going to be available to you guys there on Patreon. So if you haven't signed up for that yet, please do consider heading over there and take a look at the entirety of the interview to learn so much more. And don't forget to check out Nick's book as well. He's obviously worked on 2 so far, and I think he said there he's working on a 3rd, so loads to learn from him. Anyway, we're going to make our move now and get ourselves around to Grand Cass, where I think we're going to hang out with some friends and celebrate Easter. What's going on?
We literally just got back to the boat and there's like a dragon on board.
Just your standard.
How did that get here?
I don't know. I don't know what do we do?
Swim?
I did say I wanted a pet dragon.
Happy birthday!
It turns out that iguanas from the Caribbean are good swimmers. They have very sharp teeth and they have very weak venom glands. So it looks like he swam here. Our friend Craig has just said, why don't you give him a bite to eat before you chase him off the boat and let him swim home?
What do iguanas eat?
And
Would you like a nectarine?
fruit.
I'm gonna go cut him off a nectarine. I think he would like it.
Yeah, you want
Or banana?
Probably banana.
Banana's softer for his wee teeth.
Yeah. They're very pointy, sharp teeth though, Brownie. Don't forget.
I don't think I want to keep him.
I would. Let's call him Charles.
Charles the iguana.
Hi, Charles.
What do you think he wants his banana on? Plate?
No, I think do we have the silver platter?
Would he use chopsticks?
I don't know. Open it up and throw it at him.
So I think that Charles would like to eat off a plate like a civilized iguana. So I'm just gonna smush this banana out onto a plate, and then I might grab the boat hook and like poke it towards him.
I mean, I reckon you could probably just put the plate down for him at this rate.
Yeah, I want him to realise it's food and not dangerous.
He'll smell it.
Okay. So I poke it towards him.
Gently. Oh, he's got an eye on it. There you go.
Come on, I feel like we're friends.
You made friends with Charles.
Yeah, he's my buddy. So I just googled what iguanas eat, and apparently it's mostly leaves and stuff. So I've got a bit of lettuce in the fridge. So I'm going to try and boat hook that over to him and see if he's a bit more impressed.
Leaves and stuff.
That's the scientific.
Leaves and stuff.
Yeah. Oh, he slid off. He just like slid down onto the side. And now he's looking longingly up at the lettuce. So I'm going to move it for him and see if that tempts him towards the back. Here you go.
You're a bit clumsy, buddy. Look at his gangly toes. They're huge.
Yeah.
Really not fussed about going anywhere. Power the camera, I compel you.
Oh, that made me jump. Oh, is he going to go off the side?
You have to jump off the side, you can go down the way.
Diving?
On you go. You want to pass me a t-shirt or something and I'll try and like waft. Yeah, there you go. Go on, back up.
We just had a text from Joe. He said they like to eat crackers.
Do we have crackers?
Yeah.
Get him a cracker.
Okay, we're going to try crackers now. Thanks, Joe, for the tip.
I'm beginning to think he's better than I do.
I have to say, he doesn't seem that interested in crackers. We did have another text from Mandy saying hibiscus flowers. Surprisingly, we don't have any of those on board. So bananas, iceberg lettuce, and crackers it'll have to be. Stop being so picky.
Charles, it's been a pleasure having you on board. Oh, jumpy, jumpy. Oh, look, a plate of fid. Maybe you want to eat that. All right, buddy. So he kind of looks at you and goes, but it's cold.
He stood in the banana.
Oh, you're going to put banana on the boat.
He's going to make a mess. I don't think this is working.
Don't know what you're talking about, babe. Yeah, on you go.
Oh, there's progress right there.
On you go. Keep going. I mean, to be fair, that's going to be a great shot on the GoPro.
Yeah.
Okay, Charles. You know what this means. He does not want to go this way.
He doesn't, does he? Oh!
Sorry, buddy. My bad.
Poor buddy.
Sorry, buddy. I'm trying to be polite and kind to the iguana. I'm going to gently coax him away. I'm not going to hit him. No animals will be harmed in the making of Red Seas. Come on. He's got that liquor. What are you doing that for?
He's really not bothered.
I feel like I could go and pick him up. Wah! Not that way, you crazy animal! Oh, well, that's the turn up to the bits. Put a hand on the boat hook. Now I've got an iguana on the end of the boat hook. What do I do? Okay, this is not what I was expecting to happen.
mighty pull away from the water.
Yeah. Come on, buddy. Off you get. This wasn't the plan. Charles has climbed onto the boat hook and now he's holding on. I've dipped his tail in the sea, so he's got a feeling for what's going on, but he isn't letting go. He's lying on top of the boat hook.
I think he wants to be your friend forever.
Like, it would be a cool pet, but you won't let me have a pet iguana.
Gradually lower him in and see at what point, if he climbs up or if he turns around and just jumps in. Oh, poor buddy.
Scared to the dinghy swinging around on him. So.
Yeah.
There you go. Come on. This is going to be tricky. Yeah. There you go.
Hey!
Well done. Don't come back on the boat.
Look at him go. I've never seen him swim before.
Looks like he's having a hard time with it.
Yeah. Quite a lot of current. He's so wiggly. Look at his wiggle.
Get your groove on, Charles.
He's not even using his little hands.
A long way to shore.
He's just making his way over to Adam and Kiara. Well, farewell, George. No, he's not called George. What's his name? Charles.
Charles is his name. And shall we not forget it? I've lost him.
Farewell, Charles. That was a very special moment.
That was a bit surreal. He is now on his way to the next boat in the anchorage, which happen to be friends of ours. So
we'll tell them to look out for him and maybe he'll make friends there. Oh, goodbye, buddy.
Cheers, Charles. It was lovely knowing you.
No one ever points out that another word for normal is average or standard or ordinary. And ordinary people get killed in video games. If you want to live an extraordinary life, you can't achieve that by being the same as everybody else. That's the guy who changes the world.